The Allotment Society on SB was set up the end of spring last year. The Guild obtained some money from OKA, which is the Alumni Development Fund for this campus. This is my 7th year at this university, and I'm really glad that we've finally got some allotments on this campus, because it's probably the best place in the country to do an agricultural degree. We've got lots of people in similar subjects such as plant science and soil science, so it's really great that the students now have this opportunity to grow their own crops. We did have some allotments back here in the 50s with the land girls, but it's not since then that we had actually had some allotments which we can grow our own food on. I'm just clearing this plot now of all like tomatoes, courgettes, aubergines, the kind of summer crops that just to make way for preparing the soil for the winter and planting. I'm going to plant some winter crops as well. The courgettes I grew this year were a Tromboncino variety, which are like a trombone-shaped courgette. So I think it's quite fun to grow unusual things that you couldn't really find in the supermarket. So I grew some carrots in here just to get nice straight carrots. So if I grew them in this stony soil, they'd be all misshapen. But having said that, I'll pull one out now and see what shape it is. Oh no, this is a bit of a stumpy one. Not too great, but I think this might be the small variety anyway. As a society, we're pretty much all amateurs, so we're just finding out facts and learning things through the internet and through books. We've got a really helpful book which tells us the jobs to do each month, which is kind of guiding us through, which tells us like which crops to harvest, which plants should be sown. So we found that really helpful. So this time of year we're really putting things like onions and garlic and some brassicas into the ground, but it's really spring when things really kick off and we can grow lots of things. But people shouldn't forget that winter you can grow a lot of things such as like leeks. Basically all of the brassicas do really well, onions, garlic, and a lot of the oriental leaves such as like pak choy, those kind of things are quite hardy and can last well into December. I'm just planting now some cauliflower. These will be fine over the winter. I'm probably going to give them some extra protection, like some fleece or something, just to protect them, to keep them warm. And also the pigeons, we found quite like eating the brassicas on this this site, so I'll maybe put some like a Coke bottle to protect it. So at the moment I'm just planting some overwintering onions, and these can stay under the soil nice and warm over winter, and then they'll be ready to harvest in early like springtime. And I'm also growing some garlic. I'm going to put some cloves in now. Things such as like onion and garlic, they'll kind of stay dormant under the soil over winter and then come through early spring. They're like overwinter and then come through and be ready to harvest in early spring. But the things like the brassicas, like the Savoy and Brussels sprouts, be ready around Christmas, and then everything else early spring. From past experience, even a tiny small plot of land can be very productive. So there's a monthly farmers market which has recently been set up on campus, so there's going to be the option for students, if they do have any excess produce, to be able to trade that on campus at the farmers market with other students and staff. I had loads of green tomatoes this year just because they didn't really turn red, because I think we had that cold spell back in August. So I do lots of things like make chutneys, green tomato ketchup, which is really nice, and my friend Selena down there had loads of gherkins, so just like pickling, kind of to store any excess for like a long time, and then you can, if you make chutneys and things, you can give them away as like Christmas presents, which is quite handy.